we
We
go.
all have a beginning. A moment that changes us, shapes us into who we are. For some, it is a quiet turn, planned, ushered in with precision. For others, it is a sharper twist of fate, leaving scars that never heal. For most, these moments are endured, accepted, even forgotten, while there are those who struggle to forgive, to forget. And there are some, just a few, who pass through the fire, wanting more. I know my beginning. I know where it will take me. It will fall to
Look at
me,
those layers.
Dark, the mightiest of mages, to face my demons and save Eliwold. I summon you, fiend of the lower world. Rise and face your bane.
This game has layers.
Dark, wake up! You can daydream after your initiation. The Masters are waiting for you in the Hallowed Hall.
Is my name Dork? Just curious. Hill. Tau. Oh, here we go. Look, we got our classic Sierra style interface. We got our inventory. We got our equipment. We got our talk, interact, look. We have a character screen which shows that we're basically dead. I'm guessing we're probably going to allocate those at some point. We got this button where we can save right here. Let's save as start. Save. Wonder if we're limited on how many games we can save. Interesting. We're like higher. I think we're higher resolution than the rest of the background. So, okay. We're Dork. Maybe we'll be able to name our character. Venom. What's that? Ooh, I don't like Venom. Venom sounds bad. All right, start the timer. Ready, set, go. Okay. Here we go. Let's go in the doorway. Dork was called. See if Dork can answer the call of Dorkness. Okay, maybe I have to do that.
The door is ajar. Bort has set the combination
Bort.
dial to Shadow Earth Shadow.
His name's Bort. What?
It's a good thing I found you, Dark. It's not like I can check the records hall, and my Finder amulet doesn't work anymore.
It's Bort. Well, this may be the best game ever. Just saying.
Nervous? You should be. Just don't be late like I was, unless you want to repeat a whole year. Good luck! Only a select few are allowed in there, outside of the Masters. It was established to keep track of hall traffic, so that the less frequented halls could be removed. It's a handy little trinket, let me tell you, though I wouldn't use it to keep track of someone you're interested in. They don't seem to like that. Or so I've heard. Anyhow, mine hasn't worked since its magical emerald faded. It's a special kind of large gemstone, said to be blessed by the elements. There aren't many like it. I got mine from the Greencap Goblins.
Why don't you just go back to their camp and ask for another one?
I would, but...
You're comfortable here.
There is that. Also, there's no way I could find their camp again without them wanting me to. Or without using my Finder amulet.
Which doesn't work.
You see my problem.
I don't know the combination.
Water, air, earth.
Okay. Let's write this more legibly. Water, air, earth. Okay. Look at
A
the
door.
What is
The staircases lead to a pair of alcoves. A door. A dial. I need to enter a combination for the hall I want to visit. Then press the gem in the center.
Nailed it.
Welcome, Initiate.
You have trained long and hard under our roof. Your element has chosen you well.
Already, your time as a novice is drawing to a close.
Soon you will demonstrate mastery over your power.
The time has come to claim your element.
Oh no, it
Before you
auto-saved.
begin, you must affirm that which has chosen you. Thoughts reflect your nature and your element alike. Respond carefully.
I'm not gonna be careful at all.
You see an old woman lost in the
Oh, it's
market
one of
quarter.
these.
She appears confused and begs you to help her.
Ask her for directions, assess her condition, and determine her identity. Insist she remember who she is, what happened, comfort her, and offer to walk her home. I will assess her condition and determine her identity.
A fight breaks out in the local tavern. The barkeep looks to you for help.
Attack the instigator. Try to break it up. Clear the tavern of innocent bystanders. Place a bet on who's going to win. Clear the tavern. Why
The
not?
giftless or non-mages are
What? I didn't hear the question. We'll go with that one.
What is magic for?
Doing whatever you please. Developing a greater understanding of the world. Aiding those in need. Leaving it.
In your responses, you have demonstrated an affinity with the Earth. Do you agree with this assessment, Initiate?
Sure, why not? Sure.
You have affirmed your commitment
Earth is
to
pretty
the
cool.
Earth. Your growth has impressed us. Let your knowledge ground you. You may request your first gifts from the sphere of knowledge.
What does
to
that
earn
even
the
mean?
title of your kindred. You must fulfill 3 tasks.
3
Your
tasks.
first awaits across the lake upon Lone Island.
3
There
tasks.
you will find a banished priestess, her beauty rivaled only by her cunning and treachery. Take but a lock of her hair.
Should I write this down?
Your second lies within the valley of our closest mountains, where our winged guardians keep watch over the town. Most prized are their griffin's eggs. Return with 1.
The forest conceals your final task. Many beings and beasts dwell there, most with laws of their own. Bring back the horn of a trinicorn.
A warning. The townspeople are tolerant of our magic, yet care little for it.
Pass by them as the gentlest breeze, and leave them to their small affairs.
Go now, focus on your tasks. You have until the new day dawns.
Farewell, young novice. May your deeds ensure you a place in the memory of others.
Elements guide you.
Are elements guiding me? Now get out! If I talk to them.
I think they want me to leave.
Okay, I guess I'll. What if I magic them? What's this?
I do not know them well enough.
I don't know them well enough. Alright, we're leaving. Later, nerds. Hey, look, I can go to my private hall. Let's go back to the reading hall.
Ready for your tasks? I wrote them down for you, just in case. Do not ask me how I know them. There is a reason I enjoy this job.
Or is okay.
Not that you'll need reminding, of course. I know you'll do us Earth Mages proud. After all, I taught you everything you know.
That's what troubles me.
Very funny.
Look, there.
By the way,
everybody's an Earth Mage.
don't forget to acquire your first spells from the Sphere of Knowledge in the training hall. The combination is fire, light, light.
Fire, light, light. Alright, I better go there. Fire, light, light. Let's look at this
It is
book.
a book of mages, past and present.
Let's read it. Whoa, that looks like a list of Kickstarter backers. Did anybody kickstart this? Because your name might be here. Look at that. That's all the Kickstarter backers. Look at that. We'll go reverse. You did not? Well, if you did, your name might be in here. Or it should be in here, right? Look at all those Chris's. Look at all those Chris's. Is anybody named Bort? No. There's nobody named Bort. There's Anonymous. Look at Anonymous Bastard there. What a jerk. Anyway.
Bort has placed a protective aura over everything readable. I cannot take a single page without permission.
Talk to him.
My tasks were somewhat different from yours. I had to bring back the skin of a 50-foot panther snake, a pearl from the bottom of the lake. We had mermaids back then. You would have loved that. And the cap from a green cap goblin. I am just glad it was not a red cap. Those goblins dip their caps in blood and are not too particular about whose. Fortunately for me, the green caps were partial to tonics. I taught them how to make a special one. None can appreciate one's element more than an earth mage. It is in our nature, if you'll pardon the pun. Iganor's tower is unique, at least for 3 days' walk in any northerly direction. Then you'll find another exactly like it. It's the best job in the world to be caretaker of every book in this hall. Someday, I will have read them all. I have a fondness for natural studies, which should not surprise you. Also, I have taken a liking to history. I hope you've studied every volume like I told you. Our element does not reward ignorance.
Are there elements that do?
I'm more inclined to research past the commonly known texts. The earlier, the better. You know, the stories of how the elements cleansed the old world, and how mages rose from among the giftless to protect what was left. Our ancestors must have really ruined things for the elements to react the way they did. Think of all that strange technology the giftless once had. All gone now, though one can't help but wonder
if it did,
Whoops.
it would be our duty to destroy
I
it.
hit the button.
Of course. There are an untold number of halls within this tower, which is what comes from making the best use of the same space. We can be a fickle bunch at times, I grant you, but I believe every mage has Eliwold's best interests at heart. I have no doubt that my element knew what it was doing when it picked me, in a naturalistic, polypantheistic sense.
You made that term up.
Maybe. But you can chant to it.
Yeah, Bort.
Is there anything you do not already know about me? We've been friends since the day you arrived. Come to think of it, we're both lucky I started at this hall 10 years before you. I nearly went to the one in Saltdish. You are even luckier I was allowed to mentor you. After your initial one passed away from Scrabane's fever, I had only just been initiated. Youngest mage ever to have a pupil. Not bad, eh? Who wouldn't want to be a master? With just 4 seats per tower, it remains an unrealized goal for most. To reach that level requires the highest discipline, with the exception of the High Masters of Dominatra.
I don't know, seems boring.
Meeting them is a rare privilege. If you ever get even half the chance, jump at it. If I could learn half as much as he has, I would die a happy mage. We've always shared a policy of honesty, so you know my full opinion of you. However, if you would like me to reiterate...
No, you're right. We've covered that subject thoroughly.
The ideal place for an Earth Mage who wishes to spend his life in quiet contemplation and hard study.
Sounds exciting.
I think so.
Doesn't sound
The Masters are
exciting.
looking to extend the initiation period to 4 days, up from 1. That doesn't help you, though. I heard that a new hall has been discovered in the tower, one the Masters had not commissioned. Sometimes I think this place has a life of its own. Let me guess. You want to read up on your first task? What do you need to know?
Something about the lake.
I know just the thing.
He's doing mage stuff. Get him.
You should be able to find it now.
Only you would know a bookfinding spell.
There are a lot of old stories about Lorelei Lake, mostly to do with pretty fish girls and drowning. I have never had the opportunity to visit, but there isn't a lot growing on it anyway. I have heard a lot about her. No idea if the anecdotes are true. You'll have to find out for yourself. She sleeps in a giant clam, like a vampire in a coffin. I believe their service did not end well. She collects the heads of failed initiates. All of her suitors have been transformed into suits of armor. She can paralyze every muscle in your body with the slightest breath. No one knows what she really looks like, as she constantly changes her appearance by wearing others' heads. Never say her name, or you will share her imprisonment forever. By all accounts, she got off lightly. After all those centuries, she might welcome a haircut.
Alright.
By the way, don't forget to acquire your...
I know, you already told me. Am I gonna have to read a book? Oh no, I have to read a book. No! Okay, I gotta read it again. I thought it might read it to me. No lady for this lake, deep as it is wide, the tranquil lake Lorelei of Ignor. Lorelei of Ignor has enjoyed a long and colorful menagerie of aquatic residents throughout its years, whether they are salami. That's not salami. Salmani, merpeople, overgrown seahorses, or the occasional giant squid. The lake was once home to all manner of wondrous and varied life. Lately, it has become dormant, due to no small part to the persistent fishing practices of the local populace. It is fortunate that the lake has retained its size, despite the lengthier, drier seasons of late, for without its fluidic barrier, the township would undoubtedly fall prey to the dark secret at its center. Though seldom explored, Lone Island's sole inhabitant lies in wait for its next visitor. For nearly 500 years, the priestess Mun Call has resided, forced to outlive all within the walls of her displaced palace, an eternal punishment for past injustices. The mages of Ignor have watched over her confinement, ensuring her confinement, ensuring that none approach, save for the occasional initiate. Their masters Maintain that every precaution has been taken to prevent Amon Cole's escape and are quick to ensure that the tragic incident involving Initiate Marmon will not be repeated. According to his peers, the would-be air mage inadvertently disturbed the priest's chief sentry and managed to lose a limb in the process, along with, as his mentor put it, a large chunk of his pride. And look, there's a picture of what looks like a crab. Okay. Okay, we gotta put in fire, light, light. What if we put something in random?
It is not mine to take.
What is it?
This old gem could do with a shine and polish. Even so, I can still sense its energy.
I want it, though.
It is not mine.
But I want it.
I have waited 10 years for this.
Seeker of power, know your element. Say not, but show. Of what do I speak? Dark and moist, concealing treasures, bane of all that's clean. Life shoots from its depth, its tillers limbless.
I know, it's...
Show.
I have to find what it is asking for. Something to do with my element, I suspect. I should search the appropriate hall.
Wait, what? What was the riddle? Hang on.
Dark and moist, concealing treasures, bane of all that's clean.
It's
Life
dirt.
shoots from its depth, its tillers limbless.
It's dirt.
I have to find what it...
The answer is dirt. Or soil.
I can't think of any...
Alright, well. I need some dirt. I see all
I
sorts of
can't
dirt.
believe I've lived in the tower for 10 years and this is the first time I get to explore the region.
Can I get some dirt here?
A reassuring stretch of well-trodden dirt.
Exactly, and I need the dirt. I need it. Okay, well, we'll go back in. I think I need my spell, so. Hey, Lars.
How can I help?
No. Go to my private hall. Sounds fun. Hey, it's my room. Maybe there's some dirt in here. Get the point sound. We got ourselves a point sound.
I should fill this flask in the fountain hall. Mage's water is always a good thing to have. The door combinations have changed recently. I wonder if there's a water mage who'd know it. If I need to use it, I can just do the grinding at this bench.
Genius.
Why
Genius.
risk a concussion?
Why would opening a cupboard risk a concussion?
It changes according to my interests. I'm glad nobody saw it a year ago.
Ah. Hilarious.
I know what's inside. There's nothing I need. I'll just leave it here.
How come his voice is all echoey, also?
I've been suffering.
Alright. We're leaving. Get out of here. Oh, this isn't where I wanted to go.
I can't.
Probably talk to a water mage then. Talk to this guy. This guy looks like he knows stuff. See if I can take this pot.
Bane of all that's clean.
There we go.
I'll just take a few of these plant seeds too.
I got some dirt. Got some dirt. Let's also talk to this guy.
Newly initiated water mage at your service. It is a shame your element picked you first. Next life, perhaps. I have had the opportunity to speak with her on several occasions. She sees in me great potential. Just my luck having to deal with that earth mage whenever I want to look something up. Anyone so interested in paper and trees must be conflicted or confused. Did you get the priestess too? She is a popular task, especially among the male initiates.
I'm sure most don't see her that way.
Are you sure you're 16?
No.
My task was to catch her echo. Sounds tricky, but as with many things, it comes down to having the right bucket handy.
Do you know the combination to the fountain hall?
Have you not sailed the 3 seas? Tell you what, Dark, I'll trade you that information for a healing potion.
But
Otherwise, I hope you enjoy guesswork.
the 3 C's.
Some towns grow on you, others you can't wait to shed. I want to go to the capital, meet the High Masters,
That's
see
kind of
their
a
great
jerk.
tower. With any luck, I can avoid paying my family a visit. My parents are fine. At least they were when I last saw them a decade ago. I'm just glad I didn't take after them. Where else would anyone
jerk
want to live
meter
if they
would
had
be
a choice?
higher.
Dominatra is the only place to make a decent name for yourself. If you want to get anywhere, you have to seize the opportunities as you find them. I sense mine are almost within reach. Sometimes
No.
I take it you want to cross Lorelei Lake? I have a compass that will allow you to navigate your way to the island.
Thank you.
Not so fast.
What do you want, Cray? Money?
Don't be ridiculous. I left something in the priestess's palace when I was there. I want you to get it back for me.
You mean the priestess took it from you?
I'm going to ignore that. The important thing is the item itself. A sapphire brooch encrusted with 4 smaller stones. It was a gift from someone who has since left Eganor.
A girl?
That is my business. Now, as you know, we are not permitted on the island unless it is part of our initiation. Promise to retrieve it for me, and I will give you the compass.
All right. Deal.
Good. Here you go.
Seems like I don't have
and
a
you will
choice.
also need this.
A scrap of paper? What is this? A riddle of some kind?
That is for you to work out. I've held up my end. Make sure you do the same. I would hate to see you disadvantaged for breaking your word.
What is that supposed to mean?
Let us hope you don't find out. Take good care of it. The compass once belonged
Punch
to
you
our
in the
water
face.
master. All I'll tell you is that it's meaningless without the compass.
Yeah. He's a jerk.
I thought you might come this way.
Man, I'm a
Initiates
genius.
enjoy partaking of the fountain before setting out on their tasks. Calms the nerves. Come, drink.
I'm a genius. The 3 C's are just water, water, water.
Works wonders, doesn't it? I remember when you were first brought here. What was it, 10 years ago? I had not long been initiated myself. Well, perhaps it was a little longer. Never mind that. I wondered then how your mother could give up such a beautiful child to strangers whose ways she could not know. Oh, but I do not mean to dredge up such memories. The past can be as potent as an illusion, and I have spent long enough studying those. You must stay focused on the tasks ahead.
I can like... Well, that looked kind of weird, didn't it? Look at that. That looks kind of weird. Well, when it makes the thing. Anyway.
I am pleased to see you undertaking your tests. I knew the first day we met that you would become a great mage. You seem happier now, more than I've ever known you to be. May they guide us in all we do and sustain our gratitude.
For our power?
For delivering us from the folly of humankind. The tower has been my home since I was a child. You cannot be more safe than within these walls. Protective magic aside, in our long history, few mages have sought to harm their kin. Where else in the tower can you find a deeper peace? A place to calm and center yourself?
Earth.
Without us, Eliwald would surely fall to the twin scourges, pollution and invention.
Is like the fire one, like just lava?
We are as you see us, for few would know we were otherwise. I could not be happier than where I am right now. I have seen many mages pass through this hall over the years, and have taught my fair share. One of my most promising students. He has great ambition. I suspect your streams will merge someday.
He's a jerk. Crazy jerk.
I considered following that path, but it would have deprived me the chance to train the young ones. Too high a price I felt for a seat in the hallowed hall. As for the masters themselves, I have always looked up to them, for they represent the best of us and confirm the wisdom of our elements. She remains my mentor and friend, though I see her less often nowadays. When you first came to us, there were some who maintained you were not up to what awaited you. I believed, and still do, that your element chose you for a reason. Find that reason, Dark, and hold on to it. What student of the water would not be content to soak up the tranquility of this province? Have you given any thought to what you will do after your initiation?
To be honest, not really. I thought I'd stay here a bit longer, maybe specialize in some area or another.
Do you ever think about returning home?
Sometimes. Most mages don't, though.
That is true. Many view it as unnecessary. 10 years is a long time. Memories fade.
Especially when influenced by our magic.
It saves much heartache and allows both Chosen and their families to carry on with their lives.
In theory.
Do you miss your family, Dark?
I miss recalling their faces, their voices, what they were like, whether they laughed. Things like that.
You've coped well.
I've been kept busy, And I'm grateful I haven't had to spend my life hauling Galags through the mud. They're the most stubborn creatures you could imagine.
All the same, you may permit yourself some time to reflect on where you've come from.
It's better to focus on what I'm doing and where I'm going. I don't need the distraction. It's too...
It's
It's
too
all right. The path of the chosen is not without its hardships, even if our pain is invisible to others. Do you regret coming here, Dark?
Why would you think that?
Sometimes I see it in your eyes.
Regrets.
A longing.
Sure, to be initiated.
It's more than that. You yearn for something. Something you had once, but have lost.
If you're referring to my former home, leaving was neither my doing nor within my control.
You resent your lack of choice?
Since when do the chosen get to choose? Don't misunderstand me. I could not have loved my time here more. I just wonder.
How things might have been had your element not chosen you.
Yes, but it did. And here I am.
My most recently initiated student, Cray, is hoping to transfer to the Water Tower of Dominatra. I do not fancy his chances. Fierce does not begin to describe the competition there. I am not one to gossip, but I have heard a rumor that there may be a big event planned in the capital in the coming months. Expect from this neither the easiest nor fairest of tests. Lorelei Lake must not be underestimated. Though serene in appearance, many have lost their lives to its depths. A realm of isolation, and a just and fitting one at that. She gains perverse gratification from playing with the minds of those who enter her domain. Impressionable guests are often influenced to walk headlong into perilous traps. She makes lies seem as truths, and her truths obscure lies. Aman'Kul is a dark and twisted soul, whose tainting of her own water magic has corrupted her beyond redemption.
Okay. And the only bad thing that has happened is somebody lost a limb.
Aman'Kul was once a water mage, but she discovered a darker path. The priestess was able to avoid detection for some time before the order caught up with her. By then, she had caused unimaginable suffering for the foolish few who followed her. The stories of her misguided followers are equally tragic. They have paid the price for their lack of judgment. Sometimes I wonder if we should have allowed her to persist this long. Still, she retains some usefulness to the masters. One so vain will not give up such a treasure easily, not when it's unlikely to grow back.
Her hair doesn't grow back.
By the way, Dark, if you have not yet visited the observation hall, you should do so.
How do I access it?
Try light, air, air.
Light, air. Alright. Now we need to fill up our flask.
Hey! The water refuses to enter the flask.
The fountain requires a donation of precious metal, 10 gold coins. You will need an empty flask to contain the water.
What? That's jank.
There. I've filled my flask with mage's water.
There you go. That's how they make money. Make you buy water. Yeesh. What jerks.
Dark, before you go, Sometimes I glimpse the
Why should
dreams
they
of
call me a
those
dork?
closest to me. Often they make little sense, but yours of late have been clear.
I dream of demons, whatever they mean.
You dream of greatness, the mightiest of mages.
Is that a bad thing?
If one's motives are pure, no. But few achieve so delicate a balance, and fewer still maintain it.
What are you saying?
Let the trials you face reflect your true nature. The lessons you learn will serve you, perhaps even save you. Good luck, Dark.
Looking at people's dreams. That's not very nice. Yeah. Hey, who's this guy? It's whatever.
There might be something useful to collect from the floor, but this isn't it.
What about this?
There might be some.
The airspeed of a magpie. What was it again?
There might be.
A clean handkerchief? Alright, out of everything, I didn't expect that. I feel like a bag of marbles would have been more useful.
I can never keep track of those foreign birds.
Why am I supposed to be? Why am I here?
Jonas? Jonas!
If the wind were to change direction...
Whether they talk isn't. He wouldn't notice.
Block it.
Ugh! You startled me. I was making a precise calculation of... Well, I knew what it was a moment ago. I suppose you were off to take your test now, I remember my initiation, I think. It had to do with toads. Or was it frogs? Something messy anyway. They always are, these things.
Yeah, now talk to me. Tell me stuff.
Try not to worry too much about the tests. They are challenging, but they can also be a lot of fun. You just have to get through the life-threatening parts. Imagine if there was a fifth element, or sixth. Someone should write a book about that. It has the best view in Ignore. Why go out into the world when you can see it all from here? Why? Do you know any? You can never have enough air. Trust me. You know me, always doing something productive, in a sense. Never see much of them. Then again, I do not see a lot of anybody. Few mages visit my observation hall. A pity. There is much to enjoy if you sit back and look. That reminds me, I must start keeping notes on my discoveries. Wonder what today's were. We once enjoyed a long, stimulating chat about... well, it must have been memorable.
Right, nerdy stuff.
I know the name. Don't tell me. How could anyone overlook this paradise?
May I use your telescope?
Of course. What do you want to see?
Lone Island.
All right. All set.
That.
I see the palace on Lone Island.
Yep. That's a kind of looking palace thing.
Is there something wrong with your telescope, Jonas? The palace on Lone Island keeps appearing and disappearing.
Have you tried not blinking?
I'm being serious.
How awful. Oh, I know. It's some kind of water magic or other. Those bubbly blues do love their illusions. My telescope, poor thing, is trying to counter it.
So if I go there, I won't be able to see it?
Exactly. See what?
Never mind.
Ah, I see. Reign of dialogue.
Difficult to come by these days. Few visit my observation hall. A pity, really. One learns much from viewing the world.
Such as?
I have a theory that the world may, in fact, not be flat at all, but roundish. Either that or this telescope needs a new lens. Through my observations, I can tell you the local bird life is having a productive spring. Oh, you wanted human gossip? Check back with me
Cannon.
later. The fun begins! The birds stay clear of it, with good reason. The last one that landed on it got snapped up by a large and toothy something. It would make a great spot for a duck blind, if we had any ducks. I hear she's very nice, for someone in prison so long. There were others on that island. No one told me. I believe the official line is an indefinite stay in a secured shelter. Let me know if you can spare a strand or two.
What for?
Anti-hair whitening potion. Very handy. Keep your head in the clouds.
It is beyond my ability. It is on shelves and destroy a perfectly good filing system?
Nah. Alright, let's go somewhere else. Wouldn't it be funny if we opened the door and just fell to our death? Be hilarious. Hey, that's everywhere. Everywhere that it looks like everywhere we can go. Let's see. Oh jeez. Looked like I was gonna fall on my death. Here's some dirt. Here you go. Have some dirt, sphere of knowledge.
Receive your power.
Yes!
Oh no, it's that guy.
The sphere has judged you worthy, I take it. Excellent. You are progressing well.
Thanks to you.
Ah, but that is my duty, no? A far cry from this training hall's intended purpose. When our warriors outnumbered the scholars. Do you know what you are seeking yet?
A lock of the priestess's hair, a griffin's egg, and a trinicorn's horn.
One might think we were training thieves. Good luck in your tasks. Feel free to consult with me if you wish, and do not forget, the world beyond these walls is treacherous. Trust no one.
Yes, this game is only
Now,
5 years
to
old.
business. Your trials mark your competence to carry a conductor. Take this.
Oh, it's a thing.
Bear it well. It will channel your element's gifts, allowing you to perform less passive magic.
It's handy in a fight, you mean?
More like essential. Listen carefully, Doc. The conductor is to be used strictly for defense, and under no circumstances are you to inflict harm upon the giftless humans within the town's walls. This law transcends all others, and has done so since the Orkstein Wars. Now that you have received the first of your spells, I suggest you familiarize yourself with your new abilities.
I got... What do I get? Stone pellet. I can make a stone pellet. Nice. It costs 2 magic points. And I got a tremor. Okay. And we got speech. We can communicate with creatures of Earth, and shift enables movement of stone, earth, and some plants, limited to small, light objects. Alright. Cool.
Your raw skills are another matter. As you gain knowledge and experience, ensure to invest them wisely. That way you will improve the attributes best suited to your nature. In this lies the key to unlocking your greater potential. Consider how your recent experience might best benefit you. Decide which areas you wish to improve in.
Oh man, I gotta pick. I don't know. I'll pick one of those. I feel like all of them, I don't feel like there's a wrong choice here. Strength makes our magic more powerful. This gives us more health. I'm gonna there, we're gonna go with that. Bam. No strength. Not yet. Gotta go with double intelligence. Because we're smart. We're super smart.
The conductor alone is a powerful weapon, but it can be made more so. As you venture beyond the safety of the tower, you may chance upon the odd gemstone. These are known to contain particular properties for those who can assess and harness them. When set into your conductor, you will find your abilities enhanced. Only 2 may be embedded at any one time. I have been keeping one such gem for you. Consider it an early initiation gift.
I mean, that shiny thing? I was gonna take it anyway.
I confess the power contained within that gem has waned over time. It will not take you long to locate a better one. For now, though, it will suffice. Set it into one of your conductor slots.
He gave me a garbage gem. Oh, that ups my intelligence? Well, had I known that... I may not have picked intelligence.
I don't have any scrolls of identify.
Well done. I shall teach you about your newly acquired combat spells.
Oh.
A challenger for Dark!
You can save time by falling down right now.
This dork.
Okay, Dark. Let us start at the beginning.
Auto
Now,
saving.
Stone Pellet may be your first spell. Think of it as your last line of defense. It uses little mana, but packs a powerful punch once mastered. Go ahead and cast it at your opponent.
Right mouse button or space to cast a selected spell. Oh,
very good.
Take that.
Even when magically exhausted, you may still summon enough energy to deter your attackers. Aside from being less effective, it's best if you do not let it come to that. Your accuracy may suffer in the beginning. Apply your intelligence at any given opportunity to improve your prowess.
I know. We already did that. Oh, wait, what was I supposed to do?
Excellent. Remember,
Okay.
Trimmer will deal a small amount of damage, and may also knock smaller enemies onto their backs. Now that we have covered everything, would you like a one-on-one practice session?
Not enough mana. Not.
Well
Nailed
done,
him.
Dark. Try harder next time, Tyler.
What a nerd.
Now you are prepared. For leaving the tower, at least. Should you yearn for further knowledge, seek the Mixing Martial with Magical Compendium in our reading hall.
Well, let's seek that out. Let's talk to him more. Is anything else to say?
The tests are designed to hone your skills through an intensive period of
See,
performing
we don't
under
have
stress.
to have these dialogues.
To
so-
know your element, as the sphere instructs, is to know yourself. Like yourself, I was admitted when I was 6. There were a number of children around my age at the time. Many of us became good friends, though I have lost track of most of them. There are few halls dedicated to the survival of not only the individual, but also to that of our kind. The sphere of knowledge contains the learning of all our known gifts. It decides when you are ready to receive new abilities. You should return to it when you have gained more experience. To think any of us might have been born without our element's blessing. How do our giftless cousins cope? We are the born leaders, the frontliners. We blaze trails through history and let others follow, if they can. I am as you see me. I have great respect for all our masters, Pyres in particular. From the day I arrived, Master Pyres saw in me what others would not. He helped me become the mage I am today. Have you been listening to gossip? No one knows for certain who will succeed the Fire Master. I have heard only what you have, that it has come down to myself and Mage Valeum. He will enjoy my full support should he become Fire Master, just as Pyres does now.
Okay.
You have grown from strength to strength over the years. I am pleased to have had a part in your education. I would be honored to assist you in developing your sparring skills further. It is a proud day when a novice receives his first conductor. Guard it well. It will channel your gifts into more, shall we say, aggressive uses. By adding gems to the 2 empty sockets, your power shall grow even stronger. Use it wisely and with restraint. Remember our rule. Gifts are not to be used in opposition unless in self-defense, and never against your giftless cousins. You may find that limiting, but more so the consequences should you transgress that law. During the Element's Reckoning, volatile conditions caused the rapid formation of mineral artifacts beneath the scorched earth. Being a product of elemental convergence, these gemstones can channel the power of the elements. They are essential to the further enhancement of your abilities. Keep your eyes open for them. They may appear to you at any time.
At any time.
This hall was once dedicated entirely to the art of combat. How things change. Now, even some giftless dare consider us not the warriors we once were. Still, perhaps it's best they do not know. Despite the efforts of many, the old traditions endure. Study can only take you so far. The real world is the master instructor. It will show you your potential, and even ways to exceed it.
I'm clicking like all of the... Oh my god, look at all this.
As you learn, so shall your ability to apply your knowledge. In time, you may exceed even your own limitations. Strength is power. In short, the stronger you are, the faster your foes will fall. Your capacity for magic is crucial in a fight. Push yourself to the limit. See how far you can go between drinks, as it were. It is one thing to have power. It is another, knowing how to...
Yeah, we already know
Look
this.
for opportunities.
Yeah, we already know this.
We may be chosen, but we are not immune to nature's effects. Seek to counter all that ails you. The traditional protections of the giftless are too cumbersome for spellcasting. However, there exist less restrictive artifacts, which may provide a safeguard when added to your conductor.
Okay.
Preparation is always advisable, however short the journey. The better equipped, the greater your chances of survival. Ideally, you would never need one, but only a fool would be without. The right restorative can return your energies. Do not expect to win a fight without magic. The thought alone is obscene. You will find it a most beneficial resource for fully revitalizing your mana. A shame it can only be found in our tower's fountain hall. We may become ill, as our giftless cousins often do. In which case, the remedy should remain always within our grasp. It is a regrettable truth that we live in such a dangerous world. One should have knowledge of all potential adversaries. Heed my words, lest you not live to appreciate them.
No.
When venomous arachnids are aware of human flesh, there is no stopping them, short of a boot. Unfortunately, there aren't boots large enough for these creatures,
Oh.
so magic must suffice. The undersized scourge of Bloodbark Forest. They have infested it for many generations. Do not let their size deceive you, not even the smaller ones. Beware their hammers, daggers, clubs, and arrows. At least until you are able to resist such a miniature onslaught. When the bones of the dead cannot rest, they can become a nuisance. It is best to remind them what they are meant for, gathering dust in a heap. Large-legged, fish-like creatures which are said to inhabit the palace upon Lone Island, as well as
Fish
the
don't
forest.
have legs.
They are as vicious as they are fast. Be wary of their teeth, claws, and tailspin attacks.
Fish don't have legs.
Ready for some one? Very well. Though I was not born here, I have come to regard Iganor as my home. In the capital, our giftless brethren have invented a new form of sparring, sustained tackling in a patch of moistened dirt. Give me a good conductor any day. Last I heard, a bright young initiate was about to pass his trials faster than a flash fire.
Is that me?
In some ways, the first is often the most difficult. You are just finding your feet, and only beginning to understand your power.
Do I have to do these in order?
If you are contemplating a swim across, then heed this. Don't. It may look placid, but as with all water, and those who study it, what lies beneath is a different story. The perfect prison, not to mention a just one. I did not have the opportunity to encounter her, as it were. From what I have been told, do not be deceived by her appearance. Her experience in testing initiates has made her all the more cunning. I am given to understand the priestess Amunkul had a devout following, many of whom still reside in her palace, in a sense. It was a logical course of action on the mage's part to confine her to that island. Her crimes were unforgivable. Destruction seemed too kind. Did the masters indicate whether it could be singed off? I jest, of course. That's the spirit.
He's so funny. He's a jester.
I can't think of any reason.
Well, it was just a thought.
I am not. The alcove match. That would be. These are better suited. Not interested. These are. If it isn't nailed down.
Is that a yoink? That's kind of a yoink. I'm gonna call that a yoink. If it's not nailed down, that kind of makes it a yoink. Alright. He told us about a book.
Ah, yes. Varner loves that one. You should be able to locate it on the shelf. There's something satisfyingly practical about magic. It's not all about putting a dent in your enemy's armor. I have found there is much wisdom to be gained from listening to the animals of the trees and burrows. Even the smallest creatures can hold the greatest insight. To earth, stone and wood are linked alike. They will obey the mage that respects them. You would do best to focus on the smaller of these.
Is this just a book? But we got experience for it, though. It is a common misconception that brains and brawn are mutually exclusive. How can a mage be a warrior when devoting long years towards introspective study instead of armed combat? Our early disciples discovered long ago the difficulty in channeling our natural abilities as effectively as one might wield a sword. While a small handful of spells may be adapted to a broad range of uses, immeasurable concentration is required to shape set spells into their intended forms. A small price to pay for flexibility, perhaps. In battle, however, maintaining focus is a constant challenge. This renders combative variants of our abilities almost impossible to cast with sufficient speed unless one possesses either greater experience or excessive luck. It is of little surprise, then, that most of our original kin never achieved mastery of their skills on the battlefield. It is even less surprise that this limitation was eliminated due to the creativity of the Firecast and the formation of the first conductors. Those unfamiliar with such tools may be quick to describe them as magical weapons. Yet, like the wands of our mythological counterparts, their purpose is to channel and amplify the power of its bearer and permit a more rapid and lethal utilization of our talents. In short, conductors permit us to cast as freely and offensively as the elements intended. For the technically minded, raw spells are directed in the device, which in turn shapes them into the desired effect. Human factors, such as mental fatigue, are removed from the equation. Many conductors are created with slots, niches, with specific enchanted artifacts. Primarily, gemstones can be inserted to further enhance the potency and potential of the mage's spellcast. Depending on the artifact, power, speed, or duration of a spell may be increased. There's one notable limitation. While wielding a conductor, the mage has no creative control over his or her natural talents, and any non-combative effects are nullified. As such, mages are encouraged to equip the conductors only when combat is the last remaining option available. Elements guide us. Alright, there we go. We did that. No, we should probably save now. 01. Battles. Save. Alright. I guess we'll leave now. The game's been very dialogue heavy so far, but we're actually about to leave the tower. Now. You had some VPN issues, sorry to hear that. I hope you have solved them. We're super Smirt, by the way. Spurt is our middle name. Maybe, I don't know. We also yoinked a crowbar. We called it a metal pole, but we know it's a crowbar. You're off to work? And watch. Oh, you're off work. You're off work. This reminds me of another game we played. Kind of. I feel like this lake. The lake is this way. Let's go toward the lake. Danger Wastelands. Hey, there's some flowers.
Pretty,
let's take them.
if you like that sort of thing.
Can we talk to the rock? What's this button? Speech.
This skill is innate. It cannot be cast.
Oh, I can just talk to stuff.
It's rather possessive. Are there enough rocks in the... They're nothing to write to... Are there enough rocks? It serves its purpose better on the rock.
That says danger. I don't want to go there. Hey, Dunk Donuts. I don't want to go where it says danger. It says danger. Don't want to go where it says danger. That would be dangerous, right? Oh, it's a dead tree.
It's had a hard life as it is. Why add insult to injury? There's nothing in... The giftless term this. I only wish I had time to enjoy it. I should not cast I can't use that.
I wasn't trying to cast magic on it. Cross the river. Do. Just traveling, just chilling. Oh, nice.
Even the giftless know not to touch toadstools.
Do? Okay. Oh, I can run. If I double click, I run in a really nerdy way. Hey, it's the lake. Look at that.
The expanse that is Lake Lorelei. I can't even see the other side. Once proud symbols of our more brazen past, these Elliport pillars have been allowed to crack and crumble. Despite this, they remain an effective means for fast travel through the region.
Okay, what does that even mean? Let's save again. As O2 Lake. Can I, like, use them then?
These pillars can only be used by mages. These pillars...
Aw, I don't know the Elliport spell yet. I got a piece of wood. I got an ore.
That boat is... I never learned the...
Wait, what's this note? My soul sank deep in soil. As I walk into the sun, head low, I follow stone. Worn by rivers they run. Dusty tracks keep my true path. As storm gusts build again, I struggle through the sleet and hail and turn to face the flame. Okay. That's the note that came with this. What is that even? What's that supposed to mean?
I foresee that it will stay where it is. That boat is staying right where... The soil gives way to sand. I desire neither dirt nor...
You can use
These two items...
You can use items on other items.
These two...
Good to know. As I walk into the sun.
It will be purposeful while I'm crossing the lake.
I might need other stuff, like...
These should be preserved.
I wonder if I need other stuff. Like, I wonder if this isn't like... There's different birds.
These pillars can only... These pillars... I never learned...
What's the other spell I have? That's my character. Wait. Oh, that's equipment. Okay. My spells are here. I have the shift spell.
I should not cast... I should not... I should. It looks. I should not. I should. I can't use. I should not. I should not.
I should not. I should not. Hey, Nonchalant Nate. How you doing? That water looks nice. What if I touch it?
I never learned the swimming spell.
Have you learned to swim then? Like, you may not know the swimming spell, but do you know how to swim? Like, the actual act of swimming? Seems like no, he does not know how to swim.
I desire.
Okay.
These should.
Well, I don't know what my note means. My soul is this like a riddle? Yeah. So the first letter of each sentence doesn't give us anything. My souls think deep in soil as I walk into the sun. Head low as I follow stone, worn by rivers as they run. Dusty tracks keep my true path as storm gusts build again. I struggle through the sleet and hail and turn to face the flame. Maybe it'll be more relevant later, I don't know. Also, what are these seeds for?
They might sprout in my stomach.
So don't eat them. Alright, what if we put these in the dirt?
I don't want to waste any of these magical seeds.
Alright, well that would be a no. Let's go back. Let's look at other places. Let's look around. If we can find anything. I see rocks, I see reeds. I think we can go to town too. If we hit escape, we'll immediately go there. That's my understanding. Oh, there's a frog.
I don't want to
There's a frog. That's nothing. Let's go. What if we go to the wastelands? Seems like a bad idea. It says danger after all. Whoa. Yeah, those look like wasteland. Those look pretty wastelandy to me. They look very wastelandy. Do I need to go? Well, I need to go here. Forest, mountains. Doesn't look like it. You think I can die out there? See what happens. I can definitely go out to the wastelands. You think, can I head back now? Oh. Or am I lost? Oh, no, I'm not lost. I run like a dork.
Flasks for sale. Buy one and get another at exactly the same price.
He sells a flask for 2. Granite. A mana potion, a scroll of identify, a venom removal elixir, some quartz. Ooh. A thing that gives me 2 strength. And a bandage, which has magical strength. Is a bandage better than a healing potion? I don't want to really buy anything yet without knowing what I need.
Hey, Finn, we've got a new boy in town.
His pants
I can
are
see
down.
that, Pug. You'll have to excuse my friend. The name's Finn.
Dark.
He's a mage.
I can see that, Pug. Where are you from?
Stew Pond, originally.
Bit of a sinkhole, I hear.
I don't remember.
Trust me, you're not missing much. We haven't been here long ourselves. We like to keep moving.
We don't want anyone catching up.
Shut up, Pug. I'll say one thing for your hometown mage. At least it's too small to have its own lord.
Finn has a problem with the Thor.
Pug. Listen, Doc. May I call you that? Why don't we get better acquainted? Is this your first time in the tavern?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Who's
then you'd best
talking?
follow the locals' tradition. New boys by the rounds.
Is it him? Oh, yeah. Let's ask about the tavern.
You come, you pay, you drink.
Did my headphones turn off? Oh, my headphones are off. That explains why I couldn't hear anything. Alright.
You come, you pay, you drink.
Good advice.
What'll you have?
What have you got?
Ale.
Is that it?
Well, there's the special that the rough-looking fellow over there's having, but it would probably kill a child like you.
The man near the open window?
Yeah. Keep your wits around
he
him.
drinks.
Is he trouble?
Who knows? Rumor has it he's off the wastelands, or used to be.
This voice
So
sounds
he'd know his
really
way
familiar.
around there.
Probably, but only the town full would ask.
$14 gold? That's like almost all my gold! Let's do it.
Drinks on the young'un!
That hits the spot. Again.
Not too flaky, is he, Pug? Reckon he could handle himself in a friendly wager?
If he has the coin.
What do you say, friend? A simple game of chance? Come over here. I'll teach you a sure way to make some easy money.
For us?
Shut up. Watch your back.
Hang on. Let me save.
A popular game in the capital, so I am told, and a fair and honest one to boot.
That's not what you said last.
Shut up, Pug. Shall we play? To start the game, we must both put 2 gold coins into the pool. Excellent. Now, the rules. There are 62 cards in a deck. Each card has a value from 1 to 6. The player with the highest collective value of the 4 cards drawn wins. After the first card, you'll need to match or raise the current bet to see the second and third cards. The fourth card will be played blind. You may fold at any time, but the money pooled will be awarded to the other player. A demon card has a value of 0, but doubles your highest card drawn.
Okay.
Go ahead, draw your first card.
Does anybody understand what was just told to me? It's a 1.
I bet 5 gold coins.
I don't have any coins.
I can't afford that bet. I fold.
Okay, well...
Looks like come back when you have the money to...
Well, I don't have money, so... I guess we'll load. Because, we can't actually gamble. I understand how the game works, but I don't have the money. Because I bought everybody drinks like an idiot. What's this
I'd
guy?
ask him where he got that medallion, but I have a feeling there's a long story behind it, in which pants play no part. He's run out of things to...
Let's talk to the ruffian. You're having more tech issues? Boo.
You got a problem. Mine. I came here not to be bothered. Makes a good special. Beat it.
Alright. I have the feeling he doesn't want to talk to me. Whoops. Yeah, it's a decent game. Whoa! Look at all these people!
And so, to cover the necessary costs of maintaining my manor, the price of ale will be increased by 15%. Secondly, the appointment of a new town sheriff following the recent passing of the late lawkeeper Kristen is expected within the month. In the meantime, any criminals, however trivial their indiscretions, will answer personally to my gods and shall receive the full hospitality of the Lord's basement. Thirdly, let it be known that there is to be a new tax called the King's Tribute. This will help curry favor with His Majesty, so that he may look with a generous eye toward Iganor's most humble lord and its community. Finally, anyone caught in my private gardens will receive a fine of no less than 5% of their seasonal profits. This concludes the announcements. I bid you, the working class, good day.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
I can't believe that.
That guy seems
Will
like
we
a
survive
jerk.
if there's a drought?
No access by the public. I have not been summoned.
Alright, well, we have a tavern, and that's it so far. What if we go this
How
way?
could the king appoint him?
Hey, more stuff.
How did you travel between
Whoa.
the islands without boats?
We islanders are expert raft builders. There are no equals.
I'll take your word for it.
Okay. Excellent raft builders. That sounds good. I would like to know about building rafts. Alright, let's ask about rafts.
You spoke of raft building. What does that involve, exactly?
A good raft is made from 4 well-fastened even wooden planks, enough to hold your weight. Tying a couple of airtight containers beneath will improve your buoyancy. Finally, you need a means of maneuvering yourself.
4 planks. 4 planks. Alright. 4 planks. Buoyant thing. And an ore, I guess.
Since I left the islands, my home, I've missed the taste of exotic fish. I hear there are creatures of the sea that can wander the land. Bring me the flesh of the Cassipus, and I shall reward you as best I can.
He's got some fish. Alright.
The poster you see here depicts a highly valued customer. He went missing a while back.
Oh, that poster.
For reasons I'll never fathom, he ventured into the wastelands. Not surprisingly, that was the last anyone saw of him. I don't expect we'll see him again. I keep the poster displayed as a warning, more than anything.
What do you have? You have flour, yeast, and bread. With flour and yeast, we can make our own bread. But, you know, the flour and the yeast cost the same amount as the bread, so...
A missing person poster hangs by the merchant stalls.
Heh. What a dork.
Not everyone in this world has the time, talent, or tendency to talk. I don't have time to gorge myself on baked goods.
You always have time to gorge yourself on baked goods. Well, who are we kidding here? Hey, you're probably selling stuff too.
Do you have an eye for nature's offerings? I'm in need of more brown mushrooms. Bring me some, and I'll compensate you.
Brown mushrooms. Brown. Mushies. And what did the other guy want? Oh, he wanted some walking fish meat. Yeah, well, I answered some questions and I was Earth. So, yeah, I kind of did pick. Hey, yeah, we can get an apple, a banana, an orange, or a lemon. Bananas are more expensive.
Not everyone. This person looks too busy to.
Is he arresting somebody? So yeah, I guess I did choose my element. I'm glad I didn't spend all my money in one place.
Do you mind 8-legged arachnids? The spiderling's glands secrete a venom that is ideal for creating antidotes. I shall pay for any amount you can obtain.
Okay, spider venom. So basically we're gonna have to get into fights to make money. Alright. I think we should buy some anti-venom though, which costs 3. I feel like we should buy that. Seems like a good idea. Let's buy that. We're not gonna sell that. Oh, we already bought it. Okay, so we bought it, right? Yeah, we got it. Okay, so we can nullify venom now. That seems like a good thing to buy. All right, this is the way to the mountains. I mean, I don't know exactly what we're supposed to be doing right now. I mean, I know what we're supposed to be doing, but now we have tasks, so maybe we can go do them. I need to do some fighting. Go to the wood. Probably go to the woods and fight some stuff. Run like a dork. Oh yeah, this place looks dangerous. Look at this tree.
The screaming tree. It looks anxious enough. Ahem. I don't suppose you can talk.
I don't suppose you can think.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Everybody's sorry. I wish people would not call me that.
What would you prefer?
Sam.
How old are you, Sam?
That is a personal question. I'm not letting you look at my rings.
My apologies.
I wouldn't go in there, and I am a tree. Thoughtless and voiceless. They don't know how lucky they are.
Someone was making a point. It worked.
I'm going in there. I'm going in. I want to fight some stuff.